Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I don't know where you are, but well, it's great to have you watching the best show in Eastern Central Africa, south of the Sahara, and of course, north of Limpopo by way of Busia. Which show, I hear you ask? It is the All Men Show, a show that brings men who will inspire, motivate you with their stories, with their knowledge. We don't look for perfect men. We look for men who want to be better tomorrow than they are today. Men who are not scared of showing their scars. Sometimes our greatest lessons is through other people's scars. Sometimes our greatest joys is through other people's pains. Sometimes our greatest laughter is through other people's frowns. Well, last week we had a great man, DEP, Kolo himself, Mfalme, and we had a great time. And thank you for all who watched. Thank you for the comments on our YouTube channel. Today is no different. I have another great man. You know him in different ways, different names, DJ Euphoric, the president's DJ. But you know what? I'll let him do the service. Karibu sana.
Thanks sana Mazi.
Thank you for...
Thanks for the invite Mazi.
Mazi, nimetaka sana kwa hii show yangu.
Pia mimi nimependa sana, unajua nimekuwa nikiwatch.
Yes.
Nimekuwa pia nikisema one day maybe nita give story.
Here.
Mazi, and I'm here.
So who are you?
Sana.
Talk to our viewers.
I'm Ignatius Ogeto. Mwanza kutumia mpesa, wala nataka kujua jina.
Ndio hiyo.
Ignatius Ogeto. Ignatius Ogeto ni mentor. Mimi pia hujaribu kufuata Robert hapa hivi kukuwa motivational speaker. Mimi ni DJ na pia production hapa na pale, ni venye sijaingia kichote mzima. Yeah.
Right. And you also have a story, but I want to take our viewers through a journey. Ignatius ametoka wapi? Where are you from? How was your childhood? Siblings, brothers, sisters? Just give us the foundation.
Okay. So Ignatius anatokea Kisii. Nimezaliwa Kisii.
Born and raised in Kisii?
Born and raised both Kisii, Nairobi, Kisii, Nairobi.
Right, okay.
But nimezaliwa Kisii. Hapo Mwembe wase wangu. Najua wase wanaochi wa Mwembe. Hapo ndio hood yangu. I come from a family of 6.
Right.
I have a big brother and we are just 2 boys and 4 ladies. And nimegrow as a normal child.
Okay.
Kawaida mtaa kusumbua hiyo age. Yeah, and my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ogeto, my pillars sana. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had normal childhood.
Yeah.
Are you the second born, third born? You said you were
No, I'm
brother.
the 5th.
5th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have our last born.
Right.
A lady.
So primary school, you were in Kisii.
Primary school I went to Kisii Primary. And then from there, nikaenda Kisumu. St. Joseph, iko around Sondu. Then high school, nikaenda Thika.
Okay.
Yeah, J-Town school.
You're a local tourist.
Mazi.
From Kisii to Kisumu,
Kisumu,
and then Thika. And then somehow you go to Nairobi.
So now, ikamaliza to Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your childhood was very normal, I mean, as every other Kenyan family.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And I'm asking this because now we see where you are now. And many would assume maybe you were born like that. Why you?
No.
All right.
No, this something came up when I was 16 years.
16?
Yeah.
16?
16 wakati ushajua mazee vitu najua venye kunaenda.
Right.
So hiyo ndio ilikuanga challenge kubwa. Kwa sababu ni kitu ilikuja kama mini grown up.
What happened?
So niliamka one morning nika feel pain kwa joints. So kwa hizi joints
abrupt or was it before?
No. Hiyo ni day moja tuliamka nika feel ni pain, lakini nika assume jana tumecheza futa, hizo ma games tu umeanguka umefanya nini. So mimi nikasema aka ka pain ni kale ka game itaisha. So ikaendelea, but nikiendelea tu normal, at time nasikia ako ka pain, at time inapotea. So nikajua nikimeza hizi ma pain killers ni itaisha. So like after 2-3 weeks now the pain ikakuwa like aishi. So that's when I told my parents like nimekuwa nikisikia pain but I just ignored, unaona, because tumekuwa tukicheza futa zile stones za kuswim unaenda unaanguka. So nika ignore, nikasema ni pain, normal pain na itaisha. But saizi kule imefika I'm feeling kind ni more, haikuwa venye ilikuwa. So what
the first 1 week, 2 weeks you didn't say anything?
No,
you just
no,
took painkillers.
Painkillers na. Then sasa ni kama mwezi naisha, sasa the pain now imekuwa now the real pain. Najaribu ku make step, nasikia
right.
kuna uchungu. So now that's when I told my parents kuna venye nasikia uchungu. Then my parents were tuende usi, tukaenda usi. The doctors did the tests and everything. Nilikuwa sawa. That's what they told us. Uko tu sawa. So wakanipatia madawa. Yeah, utafeel poa. Sasa kutoka hapo, things changed. The pain now, instead pain in decrease, increase.
And you're taking medicine?
And I'm taking medicine. Na hii medicine isaidii. So nikaambia my parents, hii pain, kuna venye iishi. So my parents wakaniambia, and then we have to change the hospital. So wakanipeleka, wakanitoa huko Kisii, tukakuja Nairobi. So we were in Kenyatta. Kenyatta did all the tests. Ikatolewa hapo, tukaenda Nairobi. They did all the tests. Still the same results.
You're okay?
I'm okay.
But the pain is excruciating.
The pain now imekuwa. Then, after now a month, after 2 months, pain imekuwa ni ile pain I can't make a step. And my joints, if mi upendanga sana, maybe cameraman can zoom, my joints, unaona?
Right.
So my joints zikakuwa ziko ni kama ni vidonda. Unaona?
Well, the pain, where is the pain?
The pain only on joints.
All your joints?
Joints. All my joints. All my joints.
Right.
So that's after 2 months, like na feel pain kwa joints nikimake step. Unaona, because of the movement, eh?
Right.
Si feel anywhere, any pain, only joints. So kwa hizi joints, same joints, then zikaanza kutoka, ni kama ni wounds. Unaona? So watu fikirianga ninachezanga boxing. But actually that was the problem.
It's pain in all the joints.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after hii kutokea, now kwa miguu, everywhere, anywhere kule kuna joint. Now the doctors advised like niwekwe sasa kwa ward so that they can treat
the wounds.
Yeah. And I stayed hapo hivyo like 3 months. Aziponi wanazitibu tu. Unaona? Because unajua it's normal nini na after maybe a month, some weeks.
Right.
Like sasa yangu I stayed Kenyatta like 3 months.
Straight admission, not on and off.
No.
3 straight months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ziki like patia tu dawa.
And the pain?
Pain unajua sasa saizi sitembei.
All right, so of course
imetulia.
Okay.
But anytime the physiotherapist walikuwa wanakuja kutry kunini, it was painful.
You'd feel the pain there.
Yeah.
All right.
So nikastay hapo for 3 months wakijaribu kuzipatia dawa nini. So ikafika hiyo mwezi wa 3 ikakuwa like ni kama zina respond. So after ku respond now akasema there's no need, we keep you, every results zinaonyesha uko sawa, so no need, we keep you. What we'll do, we'll just discharge you when home, and then kuna take dawa, then you have a physiotherapy. So that's how I ended up on a wheelchair.
Okay, take me, so when you left the hospital after 3 months, you are not on a wheelchair. You went home for...
Actually, nikitoka hospitali nikienda home, you see my legs?
Yes.
Actually, siwezi zinyoosha.
You can't?
No, they're like this. Siwezi nyoosha, like haziwezi kaa straight. And my spine, siwezi kaa venye umeketi hivyo. Lazima nikae unachiki venye
right.
So spine pia ilikuwa affected. That's why I can't sit 90 degrees. So I don't know, wengine wanasema, some people wanasema kuna ile posture yenye waliniacha nikakaa sana usi wakitibu this.
The wounds.
Yeah. Then sasa ile pain, juu ile time the physiotherapist walikuwa wanakuja kufanya mazoezi, nilikuwa napiga nduru sana, unaona? So pia ikachangia wakaachana kuinini.
Right.
So ikaenda hapo kwa hivyo. So nilienda home miguu ikiwa hivi, na wounds. Unaona? Juu sasa nimekaa huko, there's nothing na wanafanya. Ni wounds every day, so wakasema enda tu home ukuu unakuja. Juu sasa tumekuweka hapa like 3 months, tunatibu hizi wounds haziponi. So then you go home, this is the medicine, utakuwa come get someone to change the...
Right.
Yeah, so I went home. Sikuwa na wheelchair hiyo time, so nilikuwa nabebwa. So nikiwa home, si nikubeba tu kuwekwa bed, kutolewa nje, hivyo miguu ikiwa hivyo. So nikiendelea tu kutumia zile madawa.
Before you go ahead, you're 16.
Yeah.
Pretty mature.
Yeah.
I mean, you know the
at least now you
things of
know.
life. Yes. How did that affect you mentally? Playing football, playing like with all the other kids, climbing trees and all that. And then now you have to go home and, for lack of a better sentence, you have to depend on other people.
Yes.
To do things for you.
Yeah.
What was the effect mentally?
So now the main effect yenye ilifanya nikakuwa affected sana ni ile, you know, umeenda home after the community accepted disability, now you're losing friends.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I lost like all my friends because kuna ile ni curse, amerogwa vitu kama hizo, unaona. So people are, so hiyo nilikuja kuni affect by the, kumbe this condition is serious mpaka wase wananitoka. So for me ilikuwa like, yani this is the end of life, unaona. Like akili yangu ilikuwa I'm just waiting hiyo time tu ya kukufa. You see? Ili ni affect sana.
At the top of the show you introduced your parents and says you said they're your pillars.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing that to this now.
Yeah.
Family. I'm talking about immediate family.
Yeah.
How important a role do they play in that season of yours?
Now this is what they did. Ile time yenye kila mse amenitoka, si ndio? Now I have my parents and my siblings. So my siblings wangenibeba, wananiambia twende tuote jua. You see? Tunaota jua, tunarudi ndani. My parents wananiambia, unajua, this is not a permanent condition.
Right.
Na pia, if it's permanent, still you will live your life. Getting? So everything they told me was positive. And they were always there. Like kuniambia like, you are normal bado. You see? Wachana na wenye wameenda. I remember when we got a wheelchair, now wangenibeba wananiweka kwa wheelchair. Sundays we go to church. They push me, tunaenda church. Tunarudi home. Alafu nikirudi home, wananiuliza umeenda church venye ulikuwa unaenda before ama? Exactly. Nimeenda venye nilikuwa naenda before. So it's a Saturday. Twende tao. Twenda tao. Piga maraundi. You see? Kama kawaida. Unarudi home. Umeenda tao. Umehave fun. Narudi. So, like, sunaona sasa it's a condition like you can live nayo, right, but still you do your things. So, to me it took me a while. Actually, I went depression like 2 years. Alafu, kwa hiyo 2 years, mimi sitaki kuongea na msee like, ni hao tu wana keep tu kuniambia, unajua ni condition, lakini still you can.
How was it in school? You're 16.
So, shule niliacha. Ile time nilikuwa admitted.
For 3 months.
That's now when nilitoka story na shule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, na venye nilitoka shule, hiyo ilikuwa the end of story na shule. Up to the next, like, I stayed home like 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4
now,
years.
Yeah, now pain, naona. Alafu sasa, ile stigma yenye nilipata, na ukitoka nje kwa watu you feel different. So how about ukienda shule? Unaona? Stigma.
From grown people?
Yeah, from... Actually, let me say this, nikiwa huko home, wakini change hizi ma bandages nini, those wamama wetu wa area wanakuja kukuona, and then unasikia wana whisper side, wanaambia your mom, wanaongea wenyewe, atafika kweli kesho. You see? So na kitu nilikuja kuconnect when my mom aliwa respondia akamwambia, you know what, atafika na atalive, hata kama atakaa kwa wheelchair, you will be a testimony. And here we are. That's what my mom. Ndio nikuja kushikanisha, like they said, ni kama atafika kesho. You see?
Hold on that. They said the whispers were he may not make it to tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the words of a mother, even if he's confined to a wheelchair, he will live long.
Yeah.
And he will be a
testimony.
Well, please just quickly go and get a glass of hot water, some TV or a luya. But don't even think of changing to another channel. This is, of course, Switch TV, the best show in Eastern Central Africa, south of the Sahara, north of Limpopo, the all-men show. See you on the other side of the break. Three months in hospital, physiotherapy, joints aching, wounds. Well, some said it's witchcraft. Others were even asking his mom, do you think he will make it to tomorrow? Or the words of a parent, even if he's confined to a wheelchair, he will live long and he'll have a testimony. And guess what? He made it to tomorrow, many years later, and is here to give us his testimony. DJ Euphoric.
Mazi.
Again, thank you again for honoring us and coming to our show.
Anytime.
Before
Yani singekosa kukuja.
Asante.
Wase hawajui relationship yangu na
mbali.
Robert mbali.
Asante. Before we took a break, you talked about some of these words you'd hear. Will they break your spirit at that time?
Kapsa.
They'll break your spirit.
Yeah.
And you went into depression for close to 2 years.
Yeah.
How was that? Because there are people watching, and by the way, mental health is real.
Kapsa.
But the problem, and I'm sure many of our viewers would agree that there's a stigma. Ukisema you have mental health issues, they ask you, have you gone mad?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a real issue that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
Government, churches and schools and homes. Give us a picture of those 2 years. What does mental health look like? What does depression look like? Because somebody somewhere may be in that position right now for whatever reasons, but they don't understand it's actually depression.
Unajua, nile place unafika, vitu mingi zinakam kwa akili yako. Then, pia kuzi-express ni hard.
Right.
Unaona? So, unaumia tu peke yako.
You don't want to talk to anybody.
You don't want to talk to anyone. Unaumia tu peke yako. Then ina affect your thinking pia. You can't think right. Vitu mingi negatives zinaka mind yako. So like mi kitu ya kwanza nilikuwa najuanga nilikuwa na cursing God.
Okay.
Kwa sababu God alikuwa happy hiyo time, like umegrow kwa church. Your mom like unajua nile mnaamshwa mnaenda kuosha church. Ile ni kitu yani like kwa timetable yenu.
You felt God had let you down.
Alikuwa. Alafu another thing happened, nimetoka usi. I'm staying home. Stay home like a month. Then my dad get an accident, a very bad accident. Yeah. Ikamu affect actually anakuanga na machuma. He was affected vibaya. Then sasa pia akatoka job because
of course after the accident.
Then he stayed pia Kenyatta for a while. So like mom sasa ameniacha, tena ameenda kuangalia dad. And my dad actually alipata accident akiwa with my elder brother and my elder sister, which ni funny sana, wao walipata minor injuries, but my dad ilimuangusha kabisa. You see? So ukiangalia hizo vitu, you are in bed, condition ijulikani, yet your dad pia anapata accident mbaya, pia anaenda nawekwa
Kenyatta, the place you were for 3 months.
The place I was for 3 months.
What were the worst thoughts at that time when your father was in hospital?
That was the end of us. Yeah. Because now we are getting negative from the family. Now the aunties getting.
They even said more about witchcraft.
Mbaya sana. No. Now wale also the family, you are thought like these are not the guys that will.
Will say such things.
Yeah. No. It was crazy. Because now ukipata. Now you are remaining just you. It's actually my mom. That's why I say like, hey, kule tu Yuko, God I'm blessed. She, Yuko, and I'm sure.
So I'll give you 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Speak to your mom. But you don't even look at me. Look at that camera.
Yani, okay, I always ongea naye, and the only thing yani is just I love you. That's the only thing I can say.
What is her name?
Martha Ogeto.
Martha Ogeto. We appreciate you. We honor you. Thank you for being a pillar to this great, great man. So now your father is in hospital. And the worst thing is that the same hospital you are in and you came out being carried.
Yeah.
You have stopped school.
Yeah.
You have lost friends. Relatives and many people in the society have stigmatized you.
Kabisa. Even those inner family, like my dad's sisters, you see?
People you didn't expect.
Yeah, when you like kulijua, those are the guys now in this situation. This is now the time you need them. You see?
And they were not there.
And they are not there.
Right now, we have had your father was in hospital, your mother was your pillar, but you have 4 sisters and 1 other brother. What role did they play? Why am I asking this? Because we've heard of many families. Small squabbles, you don't talk to your sister, you don't talk to your brother, but I'm sure they kept you sane at that time.
Yeah.
Because for 2 years you're in depression. And the fact that you're here today, it means you won that battle.
Exactly.
What role? Because now the closer extended family, instead of helping you, they are now gossiping you. What role did your big sisters and big brother play? And then, of course, you have 1 sister after you.
Yeah.
Because you're the 5th one, right?
Yeah.
What role did they play?
You know, they stood in now wakati dada amepata accident and my mom sasa ameenda kuluk. So, ile role main wali play hapo hivyo ni ile auko peke yako.
Right.
We are here. You see? Na hawakuwa inionyesha like autembei. Naona? Walinionyesha like wewe ni kama mimi. And we are here to stay.
Did they also need some level of counseling?
Yeah. For the elder, au wakubwa, wali need kwa sababu pili wa affect like what's happening. You see? Kwa sababu saa unaona at least ni grown up wanajua. So kulikuwa na counseling. Kuna certain point nanga for counseling.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You've said here that for 4 years you don't go back to school.
Yeah.
You're out of school.
I was out of school.
Tell us what happened after that. Did you go back? Did you think of getting some level of education somewhere?
So after hiyo time my dad alitoka usi. Akarecover. Kulikuwa amerecover kabisa. Lakini akatoka usi, sasa tuko home. Right. Ile tunakaa mnapiga story. Wana keep kuencourage, you know, this life. Na life. Kuna msemo ya huko Kisii wanasemanga, when you grow ndio utajionea mengi. Unaona? So wakashinda kuniambia ukigrow ndio utajua vitu, life iwezi kukuambia. So una grow to experience. Na ndio we experience hizi vitu zote, you have to be prepared.
Right.
So okay, walini jenga ile, you know, being in this condition and this is life, you expect a lot. Life is not an easy journey.
Some of these relatives, have some come later in life to apologize?
Yeah.
They have?
Yeah.
But I want to pick on something. It must have been painful for you to hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
So there's a story of bitterness and healing and forgiveness. Before we get to who you are now, where everybody wants to be a part of your friendship circle.
Yeah.
How bitter were you before the healing, and to the ones who came to ask for forgiveness, either directly or by their actions? How did you get to a place where you forgave? Because most of us struggle with forgiveness.
Yeah, sure.
Na tumekosa tu vitu kidogo hapa. Small things.
Kidogo.
Or somebody did not like your status, you are bitter. But now this is a true case of forgiveness.
Yeah.
Not just by just the way people say, I forgive you. Because this was a tough thing that happened to you. Life-changing, life-altering, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Tell us about the process of forgiveness. What did you have to do? Because even as you're speaking, we are not sensing any bitterness in you.
Yeah. Because
That's how you know somebody has forgiven.
exactly.
Tell us the process, because somebody else needs that help.
So ni ile kukuru kwa church. Alafu unaambiwa kuna zile vitu zenye zinakuanga ni mzigo. Si mzigo yenye physically yenye msana na umebeba, lakini ndani yako. Na for you to have peace, to keep on smiling, you have to forgive. You have to let to go vitu mingi zenye zimekuapenia.
Yes.
So from the teachings za church, hapo ndio nilikuwa, of course nilikuwa nimesema hakuna God. You see? Nikikuongelesha like my parents, wale watu walikuwa wanakuja kuna, nilikuwa naambia mimi msinitaje story na God, juu God hayuko. Unaona? But hawakwe give up. They kept telling me like, unajua hata God unajua it's a close friend mwenye alimpeana na baada aliforgive.
Right.
For you to get that peace, for you to move, for you to get yourself like back na ujicompose na you do your things, you have to forgive and let everything go.
Right.
So I needed that peace. So I used to ask like, how can someone be in peace? Then now that's where the forgiveness came.
Okay.
Unaona?
And of course, life goes on.
Yeah.
And you go for DJing classes. But you also had a challenge going for DJing classes. You go, you apply, and maybe the class is on 5th floor or 6th floor, but you're on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You can't get there.
You can't get there.
Tell us about that.
Before I get there, let me go back to movement.
Right.
Before I go to a building, now I say I want to come here and do something, I have to get mobility.
Absolutely.
That's one among major challenges zenye wasiwa disability. I want to say about myself, but I'll give an example myself and then go through.
Right.
Personally nilikuwa nikisimama kwa stage. Kuna day nilisimama kwa stage like 3 hours. Yeah, msomata anakuja anakuambia ni aje. So unajua tukikukalisha hapa next seat ni msee mwingine ataketi. Tutaweka your wheelchair, so you have to pay.
Double.
Ulipie na wheelchair. So mwingine anakuja anakuambia, you know, time gedha. Tunakimbishana na time. So by the time tuweke wheelchair, ayo itakuwa time mob sana. So wanakuacha. Mimi nilikuwa mara mob sana. Kwanza huku Adams. Mara mob sana. Mati imeenda.
And is that happening now? I mean, when you talk to people, are we really sensitive to the needs?
Saizi kule tumefika, it's picking, because utapata mpaka kuna some good guys wa matatu anajua kuna msee fulani wa disability anawakia, tutasimama hapo, hii matime yake tutamsaidia kuingia, you see. So things zimechange.
Right.
Vitu zimechange. Not like before whereby yani walikuwa wanakuona nobody. But then nimekumbuka the other day I saw ka poster fulani Facebook, msee ameandika let the government kill us on a disability, we move on. Yeah. Actually screenshot nitakuonyesha. Yeah, nilikuwa nacheka.
Some crazy people commented?
Yeah. Actually iko na watu wame comment hapo. Nikaangalia. Unajua yani ni life unashindwa. Yani hatuna hiyo utu, unaona. But so far I'm glad like kuna vitu zimeanza kuchange. Kuna watu wamekuwa na hiyo utu, unaona. Because personally muambia wase disability is a club. Anyone can join.
Absolutely.
Mtu anguka akitake shower na na affect spine yake na anaenda up kwa. So wase wakae na ile utu, it's something like inaweza kupata anyone. Just a few seconds away from you.
Can happen to anyone.
Anyone.
Let's have a heart
ya kusaidia
of helping each other. Don't look down upon somebody Because you're on a wheelchair.
And giving opportunity. That's
And
another crazy things in see tuna go through.
All right.
So nikiendelea kwa nini yako.
I just want to take a break,
yeah,
because you're saying some very heavy stuff here. But we'll come back after the break. We'll listen to what he says, but also he's now the president's DJ. How did that happen? See you after the break. A story of forgiveness, a story of determination, a story of a family knit very close together in adversity. A story of being disowned by the very people who should have supported you.
Yeah.
A story of being told you may not make it, but well, he did. And he's still here with us.
Yeah.
DJ Euphoric. Talked about how years gone, people with disability, people on wheelchairs would be looked down upon, even in public transport, accessibility to buildings, and you went through that. And you're saying something before we took a break. You're talking about, you went to DJing school as well.
Yeah.
I'd asked you on that. What drove your passion to being a DJ?
Since by then nikigrow, nilikuwa napendanga sana muziki.
Okay.
My mom by then still anaimba kwa church.
Okay.
My dad, music, like it's everything to them.
It's a musical family.
Yeah, it's a musical
Right.
family. So ile passion ya kupenda tu muziki, you want to associate yourself na music,
Okay.
in any way. But sasa naendelea kugrow, nikakuja nikapata sana napenda shows zenye ziko na ma DJ.
Right.
So hapo ndio nilipata, this is now where like my heart inataka kwenda. And then now, by the way I went to school. After my dad like ametoka usi,
Yes.
I went back to school, but ilikuwa ish. My dad aliniuliza, unaonaje ukirudi shule? Unaona? Alafu ile the moment now tumepata all these challenges, my parents walikuja kuadapt like venye tu kutakam. Unaona? Tuta flow nayo. So akaniuliza, what do you think ukirudi shule? So mimi nilikuwa like, hapana sirudi shule. Kama huku nje venye situation iko, shule je?
To be worse.
Alafu na unajua shule hakuna mtu wenu. Juu when my dad aliniambia alikuwa anafanya research za shule, kuna aliadvisiwa with my auntie, it's good nisome shule yenye kuna watu kama mimi. You see? So that unajua huko utaona but nilienda shule yenye ilikuwa na watu kama mimi wadogo sana.
Okay.
Na that's my aunt mwenye alienda kuitafuta. She was a nun, a Catholic. So akanipeleka hizo shule za mission schools. So nikasoma. So my parents told me like, ukiona si kuzuli, fanya nini? We utuambie tukurudishe home. So me I went, nikafika huko nikapata, it's not that hard. I can manage.
Right.
So nikamaliza, I went high school. So by the way nikijoin high school, I met people like me, actually me I'm better. Unaona? Unapata mse ana mikono yote, anaandika na mguu. So I'm like, kumbe manze mimi niko fiti. Mimi niko sawa. But now the bad thing is the mentality they had. After shule, nitaenda home nikae tu na wazazi. You see? Ni kukula na kukaa tu home. So na mimi nilikuwa na ile passion, I want to do this. Then sasa my passion ikaendelea kugrow na kutokana na wale wasi wanasema after shule mimi nitaenda home nikae na wazazi na kula tu niko tu hapo home. Then nilikuwa like mbona nisi inspire wase instead kuonyesha like yani kukaa tu home. Like bado kutoka shule you can do something, you can be a lawyer, you can be anything you want to be. So passion yangu ya DJ ikagrow kutoka hapo na nikasema this is what I'm focusing on.
And I will become one.
So nimemaliza shule, nimeanza sasa kutafuta academy. Nikapata academy zote. Academy ya kwanza nilienda the very famous one. Nikafika huko, nikaambiwa academy by the iko 3rd floor. Na hakuna lift. Hizi building zile za kitambo. Lift hakuna. So easy. So that was an X. So and like 2, 3 zote the same. Then a friend of mine akaniambia hebu jaribu hii academy. So nikajaribu hii academy, ilikuwa inaitwa Spin Trade kwa Hurlingham. Akanipatia contact. So nikafika kwa huo msee. Maybe if it's okay ni share story.
Absolutely.
Nikafika hapo nikapigia msanii anaitwa Lee the DJ. So nikapigia Lee the DJ nikamuuliza, bro niko hapa chini. Juu nilikuwa nishamwambia story yangu. Nikamwambia niko kwa wheelchair na ningependa sana kufanya DJ. Akaniambia kama hiyo ndio kitu nataka kufanya, we come. So mimi nikaenda. Nikampigia nikamwambia niko hapa chini ground. Akaniambia acha nikuje. Now the funny thing, ile time namshow niko kwa wheelchair, hakuwa niambia like building yao lift huanzia first floor. Na mimi niko ground. See? So mimi niko ground. Lakini naona hiyo lift ni kama inafika hapo ina. So nikamuita akakuja nikamwambia, so ndio mimi ni venye nilikwambia nataka kufanya DJ, sijui itakuwaje. So akaniambia sawa. Huko kwetu lift imeanzia first floor. Na academy iko first floor. So mimi nikakasirika tena. Nikamuuliza, nilikushow mazini niko kwa wheelchair, unaona? So how nitakuwa na access aje hiyo place? So akaniambia, uliniambia hiki kitu unataka kufanya. Then wewe niachie. Kama like uko passion na hiki kitu wewe niachie. So akaenda akakuja na other 3 guys. So walinibeba
up to first floor.
Unaona? So nikaingia kwa hiyo academy, our machines venye ziko hapa juu. Alafu nikamuuliza pia akaniambia, mimi nataka tu uniconfirmie like this is what you want to do. Na mimi nikamwambia this is what I want to do. Akaniambia unataka kuanza lini? So nikamwambia even sahi. So akaniambia sahi hizi. Juu lazima tu rearrange the decks and the room and everything. So nikamwambia akaniambia nipatie 1 week. So hiyo wiki nyingine mimi nilikuwa nampigia, ninaanza lini? So akaniambia kuja Monday. So Monday nikaenda. You can imagine for 3 months I was in that academy. Walikuwa wananibeba with the guys. Wananiingisha na jioni wanani.
Thank you to Lee the DJ.
Lee the DJ mazeni boy wangu sana.
Thank you Lee the DJ on behalf of the All Men Shot. Nasema mazee Mungu akubariki. But before, because I don't want to miss out on this and we're getting to the tail end of the show. Thanks to Lee the DJ and the people who would carry you every morning and take you back down in the evening after your classes. Then you became a DJ.
Yeah. And
you've done this and that.
Yeah.
But I want us to know, then how did your paths cross with the President of the Republic of Kenya?
No, after kumaliza academy, now tuko hapa nje tuna hustle.
Right.
My first event ilikuwa KICC. It was a United Nations event, UN. Na so walikuwa na organize event. Walikuwa na ishi. Mimi nilisikia kuna event hao jamaa wanafanya. So I went there na nikamwambia mimi ni DJ, nataka mnipatie hii job. Na sitaki mnilipe. Nataka tu mnipatie that opportunity because we are looking for opportunities.
Right.
Nipatie opportunity and then kutoka hapo nyinyi mtajaji nyinyi wenyewe. Na sitaki mnilipe, mimi ni opportunity tu. So kwa hiyo event I met Big Ted.
Yes.
Big Ted was the MC. I was the DJ. Then tukaanza kubonga. Tukabonga like 7 years ago. Tukabonga. Akaniuliza mbona muziki chezi, sikuwa na machine, sikuwa na kitu yote. So mimi niliambia wale wasa event, nyinyi mlete equipments. Mimi ndio ninaanza, sina equipments. Then now from there nikaanza kupata other events. Tukafanya na TED a couple of events. Then now from there nikakuja nikapigiwa simu from State House. Na sijui actually how nini. But ile day nimeenda kufanya event huko, we were still na Big Ted. You see? But sasa when nilipigiwa simu, hakuwa Big Ted. But nilipigiwa nikaambiwa kuna event hapa nini. So nikakuja nikakutana na Big Ted huko. So kuna connection hapo Big Ted venye happen. Juu pia hapa Big Ted aliniambia mimi nimependa job yako.
Right.
Unaona? Then tukafanya naye a couple of events. Then sasa ile yenye tena tumekutana tena na wewe huko
yes.
State House.
Yes.
So that's how I met the president the first time, like 4 years ago. Then what the president told me is, yeye mwenye, like, I watched you, hiyo ndiyo aliniambia, and keep on inspiring, juu I'm your number one fan.
Wow.
That's what he told me. So I was like, pia alikuwa ameniona happy, unaona. But I've seen you, I've seen what you do. Actually, akikuja uko kwa stage, aliniambia nilikuja kuona ukweli kama unatumia hii kitu, and you're doing this. Then he told me, like, I'm your number one fan. That's how I met the president. That's how we became friends up to date.
Do you now see the words of your mother? You will live long and you'll be a testimony.
A testimony.
Many people are dying to meet the president, are desperate to meet the president,
Yeah.
and they haven't.
Yeah.
You have met the president through something that many people would have thought would have killed you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And there's a young man watching, a young lady for that matter, and you feel like life has dealt you a hard blow. Listen, everything the enemy means for evil, God will turn to your own good. And now you're here. We know you as the president's DJ.
Yeah.
You understand? And what are you doing now that with your close proximity to the president? Are you helping other people not go through what you went through in as far as accessing services? You know, third floor, they have no access to ramps and all that matter. What are you doing to help other people?
Personally, what I'm doing, it happened now, like, most even the member of parliament, wengi wenye wako huko representing person with disability, they are my close friends.
Okay.
So what we are trying to push is, wakiwa huko, they can at least do one or two things. You know, our parliament ndio kutengeneza sheria ndio unaona?
Yes.
So watengeneze those sherias zenye wametengeneza. The problem now is kuimplement. Like, mse ana disability, amekewa parking hapa, but someone else anakuja kupaka hapa. Burari amekuja kupaka hapa. Unaona? So tutakufanya aje?
Yeah.
You see? Kitu kama hiyo. I'm building my own wherever house, building kitu yote, unacheki? But haiko accessible. Like, what are we doing? Like, when this building inaanza from the foundation, ime consider us one disability. You see? So for me, I think, kwa sababu I believe, as a person with disability, you have to be independent. You have to drive yourself, of which the government actually imetusaidia sana. You can import your car duty free.
So you actually drive yourself?
Yeah, I drive myself to Mombasa and back, and unaona. So vitu kama hizo, so far, sorry, the government kuna vitu imetusaidia, like kama hiyo exemptions, like when you're employed in a government, you are duty free exempted, unaweza leta gari duty free, such things zenye tuna appreciate.
Right.
But kuna hizi vitu zingine kama za building nini, mabarabara, bado
a lot more needs to be done.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Ignatius, now let me call you Ignatius.
Hapo M-Pesa itaingia.
Kabisa. I really want you just to give your final words to somebody who feels they're hard done by life, in whatever aspect of their life. Like at some point, you're in a dark place, but you're seeing who you are today, mentoring many people, become a voice in this nation and beyond. But there's somebody who also says, God, where are you?
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about God. Don't do this and that. I just want for the last few minutes, seconds, please speak to somebody. Encourage that young man. Because at 16 you went through it, but you're here now.
Yeah.
Please talk to somebody.
First, kitu ya kwanza mimi naweza ambia msee huko nje. Kuna word 3 mimi exist kwa dictionary yangu. Na ningependa tu any young person, anybody mwenye ananiwatch, pia azitoe kwa dictionary yake, kwa sababu that's the beginning ya move on. Kitu impossible, give up na lose hope.
Impossible, give up and lose hope. They're not in your dictionary.
They're not in my dictionary. Because I can. Hakuna kitu siwezi fanya. You see? Hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza unafaa kutoa. And then another thing, let challenges be part of your life. They mold you. Zinakumake unakam strong. Alafu the moment you are strong, challenges and success, they're always together like this. And the moment you are strong, to face the challenges, the moment, now you'll see your success.
DJ Euphoric, who's your favorite DJ?
All.
What is the best compliment you've ever gotten?
You're the best.
What game are you really good at?
Chess.
What's your favorite song?
Yuko Mungu.
Ugali or chapati?
Ugali.
What childish thing do you still enjoy?
Kulamba sukari.
Lukaku or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
What's something new happening in your life right now?
Still inspiring people.
Best moment of your career so far?
Of making a progress in life.
A word of encouragement to Arsenal fans?
Wajikaze.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Challenges and success work together. Strong enough to face the challenges and the success comes.
Exactly.
The 3 words that are not in your dictionary: impossible,
Give up, and lose hope.
Please do not lose hope. I will not add anything, because if I try to do that, I'll be diluting something heavy that this great man has said. Whatever you may be, I do hope and believe that you have been encouraged. If you have cases of unforgiveness, call somebody today, family members. Tell them you forgive them. Remember, also respect people. Kuwa na roho ya utu. Use those words. Do not look down upon anybody, because you know what? This life, anything can happen. Well, I have been your host, your coach, and your friend, Robert Burale. And this, of course, has been and is always the best show in East and Central Africa, south of the Sahara, and north of Limpopo. The all-men show, only on Switch TV.